Tonight's question has to do with what I've learned about Spanish culture. And I would have to say that today was an interesting day as far as seeing some of the local uh, quintessential Spanish uh, cultural experiences. We visited a church in a town outside Valladolid that was pretty interesting. The church itself was in a town that, to be perfectly honest, at first uh, entrance into the town, I thought it was just kind of somewhat ghetto, uh, because it just kind of looked run down at first glance, and then I came to realize that it's rather than that, it was actually just very old and authentic. And then we met Paco Diaz, the man that started the Iberian Instrument Museum, and he was very generous and brought us into his home, gave us a a very good hosting.
What did I learn today about Spanish culture? Visiting Musientes. It was really interesting when I first arrived because it seemed really desolate to me, really lonely. I felt like I didn't really see much going on. It's interesting to me that everything intertwines with each other, like music, art, religion has a big impact on the town life. The visit with Paco Diaz was cool because he just had so much to say and so much to teach, and he was just such a warm and welcoming person that I just felt like I was kind of at home, and that was a really interesting experience. The paella was amazing, and I got like a taste of what actually like a home cooked meal in Spain was, and that was really awesome to me because I think food is an important part of culture because it's so different and it translates different into every culture.
One aspect of Spain's culture that I learned today is how music is embedded in its culture. There's music all over Spain in its train station, in restaurants, in stores, people's homes. When we visited Paco's Instrument Museum, I really saw how far of a reach music has in everyone's culture because there's instruments that are they look all alike, but they're a little different depending on the culture it's from or the person's preference. But in the end, it's the same result. It makes music. Music is such a universal thing. Everyone understands it. It brings everyone together. So music is a part of culture.
So today I think was the day I learned most about Spain's culture. Two of the things that really stood out to me were one, the wine and how it is very important to the culture. We learned how it was made, and that was really cool. And I also learned that wine is part of is a staple along with wheat, which is used to make bread, and meat. Wine is considered one of the staples because they would people who couldn't afford meat would replace the calories from the meat with wine. The other thing that stood out to me was learning about the city, I believe, named Simanca, which is named after young women who used to cut their hands off, to become less appealing to the enemy king, which they were being offered to.